Hello everyone, good day and God bless. It was a very good class we had last week. I just wanted to do a quick video tutorial on what we covered, some of the highlights. We worked on the usual warm-ups, but this time we added a few little subtleties to it. Instead of doing the quarter notes, we worked with eighth notes, triplets, and 16th notes along with those quarter notes. So the 1, 3, 5 were the whole step exercise, which are primarily covering the 1, the 3rd, and the 5th fret. You're going to add the eighth note forms to it. So it'll be 1 end, 2 end, 3 end. Then we did triplets. So the triplets are 1 and 2 and 3 and. Then we did the 16th notes. The 16th notes would have been 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and. Okay, so okay, those were the warm-ups. We did the half-step exercises with the same concept. So instead of, we did the triplets. Then we did the 16th notes. So 1 E and 2 E and. And you guys can do those forward and backwards as well. Okay. We did the same concept for the standard scale, so the G major scale. Yeah. Or what's that? 1, 2, 3. 16th notes. Okay. Then we went on to do chords. Alright, so your open chords for G is your root in the open position being on your 6th string, right? And you just kind of, alright, and remember middle fingers on the 3rd fret of the 6th string, pointer fingers on the 2nd fret of the 5th string, and your pinky's going to be on the 3rd fret of the 1st string. And you just strum from your 6th string down. We did a cowboy kind of right, we did something like that. We also did a bar chord, a G bar chord. The G bar chord, again, your root's going to be on the 6th string, 3rd fret of the 6th string. You're going to bar your entire 3rd fret with your pointer finger. Turn it sideways a little bit. You're going to put your ring finger on the 5th fret of the 5th string. Pinky's going to be on the 5th fret of the 4th string, and your middle finger is going to be on the 4th fret of the 3rd string. And you just strum from your 6th string down. And you could do like the little right. We also experimented with a little reggae kind of a rhythm. So the reggae rhythm, all you're doing is you're strumming up twice. I'm going to mute the string so you could. Now I'll add the sound to it. So I'm just kind of brushing the root or your sixth string, and then yeah. So what I'm doing there is I'm hitting the sixth string and then the fifth string. I'm kind of alternating it between the two up strums. Just kind of feel that a little bit. We experimented with knowing your different spots to do your G major chord. You can do the bar chord starting from your sixth string, the G being the root or your third fret of your sixth string. Or you can move your index finger to your 10th fret, cover your entire 10th fret from your 5th string down, and then take your ring finger and cover your 12th fret from your 4th string down, but do not hit your 1st string. And just strum that. That's a higher octave of the G major chord, barred. Right? So you have the open G, and then you have the G, and then you have the G here. All right? And the concept was just to get to know the different areas of your guitar. Okay, you could use that G as a reference point. So if someone says the key's in F, all you're doing is just kind of moving it a whole step back, because you know a half step is a sharp or a flat. So you're going to move the whole thing a whole step to get to that note, right? So that'll be an F right there. So if I wanted to do an F, and if I'm used to doing my G here from the 6th string, I just move it a whole step down. That's an F. So you'll know where you are. It gets you more familiar with the different areas of your guitar, and you'll build up more confidence. Okay, so this same thing would apply when we do the C chord from the open position. You are doing the open position. Your root, your C, is going to be on your 3rd fret of your 5th string, and you just right. And we played around with that. When the form of that would be your ring finger being on the 3rd fret of the 5th string, middle finger would be on the 2nd fret of the 4th string. You skip a string, and you'll put your first finger on the 1st fret of the 2nd string, and you just strum down. Okay, if we wanted to do another C major barred from your 5th string again, but barred, you're going to bar your 3rd fret from your 5th string down. And you have the option of using your middle finger, ring finger, and pinky to cover the 5th fret of your 4th, 3rd, and 2nd string. So middle finger will go on the 5th fret of your 4th string, ring finger will go on the 5th fret of your 3rd string, and the pinky will go on the 5th fret of your 2nd string. And again, your pointer finger or index finger will cover the 3rd fret from the 5th string down. Now you don't have to play the 1st string like I did. You could just... Okay, now here's another way of playing it, which is going to be the ideal way of playing once you get to this portion of the neck of the guitar. So if you're here, you still have the option of using your middle finger, ring finger, and pinky to play those notes, or you can just use your ring finger to bar the 5th fret from the 4th string down. Okay, still using your pointer finger as the root on the 3rd fret of the 5th string. Okay, so you have that. And then we have the other C position that we could do on the 8th fret of the 6th string. Right? Now, here's the thing. In playing that, the other thing that I wanted to cover with the chords that I kind of went over with Chris a little bit is a brief introduction to the Gypsy Jazz genre. We'll take the G chord here, and all you're going to do is you're going to hit the G, the 6th string, 3rd fret, with your thumb, and then the rest of the strings is like a quick pulse. And you're just kind of strumming them with the nail bed to give it a crisp kind of a sound. Just kind of real quick kind of a pulse. All right, we're going to do a chord pattern from that, but just the mannerism is just kind of quick. The thumb goes and then just a quick kind of a pulse. Okay, the chord progression that we did, that we were working on, were minor 7ths, E minor 7th, B minor 7th, D minor 7th, A minor 7th. Okay, and the way that we went about doing the minor 7th, the minor chords, if I wanted to do, let's say a D minor chord, we know that a D major would be just like we did from the C major chord, except we're moving it a whole step, so that's a D major, just like that, D major, right? Probably better there because the light, right? D major or D major. All right, so what we're doing, instead of doing the D major this way, what we're going to do is we're going to keep, see I'm barring it, I'm going to keep my ring finger where it is, but I'm going to be pressing down specifically on the 7th fret of the 4th string. And all I'm going to do is put my pinky on the 7th fret of the 3rd string right underneath it. And then I'm going to put my middle finger on the 6th fret of the 2nd string. Okay, watch that again. Watch it again. I'm here. Or I think it'll be easier if I did it just this way so you could see. That is a D major. I did a C major here, so I have to do a whole step to get to the D major, right? Now watch this. I keep this finger on the neck of the guitar, but I'm just pressing on the 4th string, 7th fret. Okay, so instead of having everything barred there with the ring, I just bring it up so that I'm just hitting the 7th fret of the 4th string. And then I'm placing my pinky right underneath it on the 7th fret of the 3rd string. And then I'm going to put my middle finger on the 6th fret of the 2nd string. 6th fret of the 2nd string. So I'm like right there. Boom. And the way it should sound is this way. Now, instead of hitting a D minor, that's a full D minor, right there, D minor, I'm going to lift up my pinky. When I do that, it becomes a D minor 7th. Okay? Now, here's where we're going to go to. We're instead of doing, we worked a little while ago, we did the G major bar chord, right? If I went a whole step to the 5th fret with the pointer finger, that becomes an A major. All I have to do to make an A major and A minor is lift up the middle finger, right? And now it's a full minor chord. Now, to make this full A minor chord an A minor 7th, I just lift up the pinky. Now that's an A minor 7th. Excuse me. So That's a full A minor 7th. And now the chord progression that we worked on was an E minor 7th to a B minor 7th to a D minor 7th to an A minor 7th. Right? So that's it. All right, we're not going to add any different things to it. What we did do as we went on with the class is I tried to do a little Gypsy Jazz to it. So tried to do a little bit of that. But we're not going to go too far with that. We're just going to do just single strums, and so it'll be, you can even just go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2, 3, and just kind of play around with that rhythm. Okay, so that is it for the chords. The melody went something like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Instead of 1, 2, 3, it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Right? So. Alright, and we may add something else to that, I think. So what I did there is I did a triplet on the 5th fret of the 2nd string, triplet on the 7th fret of the 3rd string, triplet on the 5th fret of the 3rd string, and then a single strike on the 7th fret of the 4th string. So okay, so okay, play around with it, get creative. If you want to add some things to it, do it, and we'll play around with the idea. Okay, so I hope you guys practice this. I hope it was clear enough for you, and I will see you guys on Tuesday. Thank you very much, and have a nice couple of days till I see you. All right, thank you. God bless.